In this session, we'll discuss about the key differentiators. What truly sets top performers apart from everyone else? It's not about luck or natural talent. It's about specific, learnable behaviors and mindsets. We're going to break down these patterns so you can identify and implement them in your own work right away. The goal is practical, not just understanding theory, but actionable insights you can use today. Challenge the common misconception that being busy equals being productive. Most people fall into the trap of measuring success by hours worked or tasks completed. Top performers operate with a different mindset entirely. They focus on 3 key metrics instead. Impact. What real difference does this work make? Ownership. Am I truly accountable for outcomes? Long-term growth. Does this move me forward strategically? This shift in perspective is what separates high achievers from everyone else. The key to high performance isn't working longer hours, it's working on the right things. Top performers constantly ask themselves, is this the highest value use of my time right now? High-impact work includes strategic decisions, key deliverables, and solving critical blockers. These move the needle. Low-value activities like unnecessary meetings, excessive email, and redundant reporting drain your time without proportional return. Be ruthless about prioritization. Say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. This mindset shift from doing more to doing what matters most is what separates high performers from the rest. The contrast here is crucial. Activity doesn't equal results. Chris represents the trap many of us fall into, constantly responding, always on, checking boxes and staying visible. But at the end of the day, nothing fundamental changes. The real problems stay buried under the noise. Daniel takes a different approach, pauses to identify what actually matters, finds the one bottleneck holding the team back, focuses completely on solving that. One solved problem creates momentum, improvements, cascade. The key insight: strategic focus beats frantic activity every time. It's about working on the right things, not just working harder. One solved problem is worth more than 100 half-done tasks. Ask yourself, are you being Chris or Daniel? What's the one thing that, if solved, would unlock everything else? Take ownership. This is what separates top performers from the rest. Top performers don't wait around. They see what needs to be done and they do it without waiting for permission or instructions. 3 key behaviors. Act without waiting. If you spot a problem or opportunity, move on it. You don't need someone's approval to care about your work, and take initiative. Improve processes. Always be looking for ways to make things better, faster, smoother. This isn't just about your job description, it's about making the whole team better. Own the outcome. Take full accountability. Whether things go well or don't, you own it. That's what ownership really means. This mindset is what builds trust and credibility with leadership. They know they can count on you to drive things forward. Lead with Emily's story. This is a concrete example of ownership in action. Emphasize the key details. She identified the problem herself, 3-hour Friday reporting, took initiative without being asked, and built a practical solution. The impact is significant. 20 minutes instead of 3 hours, so highlight that her team gained back substantial time each week. Connect it to the definition. Ownership means seeing problems and solving them proactively, not waiting for permission or assignments. Let the quote and story speak for itself. This is what we mean by ownership culture. Growth requires stepping outside what's comfortable. Top performers actively seek challenges that push their abilities. Say yes to hard projects. Volunteer for work that feels slightly beyond your current skill level. This is where real development happens. Tolerate uncertainty. You don't need to have everything figured out before starting. The learning happens in the doing. Embrace the unknown. Fail forward. Reframe setbacks as valuable information. Ask what you can learn from each attempt and apply those lessons next time. The key is deliberate discomfort, not recklessness. Choose challenges that stretch you, not ones that break you. This is about shifting your mindset from reactive to proactive problem solving. The key difference: average performers patch immediate issues, while top performers build systems that eliminate future problems entirely. Walk through the 3 principles. When you encounter a problem, dig deeper. Ask if you're just treating the symptom or addressing the root cause. Quick fixes feel good, but waste time later. Don't just solve for today. Build processes and systems that work whether you're involved or not. This is how you scale impact. Think about compound effects. Small decisions made, now better documentation, cleaner processes, stronger habits pay dividends for months or years. Real example: instead of staying late to fix a crisis, spend time building safeguards so the crisis never happens again. This mindset separates people who stay busy from people who move the needle. Top performers don't wait for annual reviews, they actively seek feedback throughout the year. Treat feedback as fuel for improvement, not as criticism to defend against. People who ask for feedback often and act on it quickly outpace their peers. Ask specifically, don't ask vague questions like, "How am I doing?" Instead, ask targeted questions. What's one thing I could do better on this project? Specific questions get actionable answers you can actually use. Act visibly. When you get feedback, implement it and let people see the change. This demonstrates you take their input seriously. It builds trust and encourages them to keep giving you honest feedback. Creates a positive feedback loop that accelerates your growth. Breakthrough results don't come from one big push. They come from consistent, small actions over time. Lead with the 1% rule. Getting just 1% better each day compounds to 37x improvement in a year. That's the power of consistency. Emphasize the 365 days point. What feels insignificant day to day becomes extraordinary when you look back over a full year. Consistency is a compounding force. Be direct about shortcuts. There aren't any. Mastery requires showing up every single day, no exceptions. The message is simple, but powerful. Consistency beats intensity. It's about discipline and repetition, not heroic efforts. Your most valuable resource isn't time, it's focused energy. This is what separates top performers from everyone else. The key is identifying when you do your best work. For some people, it's early morning. For others, it's late afternoon or evening. You need to know your own pattern. Once you've identified your peak hours, protect that time like it's sacred. Schedule your most important, highest impact work during those windows. Be ruthless about it. Turn down meetings that don't absolutely need you. Turn off Slack, email, notifications, whatever pulls your attention away. This isn't about working longer. It's about working smarter by aligning your most demanding tasks with when you have the most mental energy to tackle them. Complexity can feel overwhelming, but top performers know the secret: break it down into manageable pieces. No problem is too large when you divide it into clear, actionable steps. Walk through the 3-step framework. Clarify. First, understand what you're really dealing with. Ask the right questions to define the problem clearly. Breakdown. Divide the larger problem into smaller, discrete components you can tackle one at a time. Execute. Work through each piece systematically until you've solved the whole thing. This isn't about oversimplifying or ignoring the real complexity. It's about creating a structured path forward so you stay focused and make progress. When you simplify, you prevent paralysis and keep momentum going. Your reputation is built on follow-through. Reliability is rare and highly valued. When you consistently deliver on your promises, On time, every time, trust builds and compounds. Deliver on time, treat deadlines as non-negotiable. This isn't aspirational, it's the baseline expectation. Communicate proactively if anything changes or could impact delivery. Flag it early. Surprises destroy trust. Transparency rebuilds it. Be predictably excellent. Consistency beats occasional brilliance. People need to know they can count on you every single time. Top performers don't just complete tasks, they reflect on them. This is what creates continuous improvement and prevents you from getting stuck. Review. Look back honestly at what happened. What went well? What didn't? Be specific about outcomes and your actions. Extract. Don't try to learn everything at once. Identify the one key lesson or insight from this experience. What's the most important takeaway? Apply. Make it real. Decide exactly what you'll do differently tomorrow or next time. Vague intentions don't create change, specific actions do. The difference between people who plateau and people who keep improving is this habit. Make reflection part of your routine, not an afterthought. The excellence isn't something you're born with. It's built through repeatable behaviors anyone can develop. Focus on impact. Talk about being intentional with your time and energy. It's not about being busy, it's about creating measurable results that matter. Take ownership. Emphasize that you don't need permission to lead. Act decisively from wherever you are in the organization. Stay consistent. Reinforce that small daily actions compound over time. Consistency beats intensity. Think long-term. Shift perspective from quick wins to sustainable systems. Build habits and processes that create lasting success, not just short-term gains. Keep improving. Close with the idea that learning is continuous. Reflection and application of lessons should be ongoing practices. These 5 behaviors are interconnected. They work together to create excellence. The key is choosing to practice them day after day.